Hello, Dr. Tombley here. This presentation is more on counseling methodology. So there are four key factors about methodology. First, methodology is one part of three parts of a counseling modality. Remember, biblical counseling is our modality. It has our theory, our theological principles. It has the methodology. That's what you're focusing on this week. And then it has interventions. Right? Secondly, methodology must be consistent with our theory or our model. In our case, biblical counseling. And that means that the method that we use has to be a reflection of our theological pillars. Third, methodology provides a sequence of progress through a series of sessions. Now, this is important. Sequence. Take note of that. You're showing in your methodology how you're going to begin and how you're going to end. It's an organization of the journey that you and the client are about to embark upon. Fourth, methodology isn't just a goal. It isn't just data. Methodology itself is a catalyst to change. How you roll out that experience and that journey of encounter with Scripture is going to be a catalyst in itself to transformation and sanctification. Order affects outcomes, so it really matters. If I'm going to do art project, making a tie-dye shirt, if I want stripes, I have to sequence how I fold the shirt and how I color it. If I want spirals, I use a different sequence. Or if I go to IKEA and I buy a piece of furniture and I pick it up and it comes in boxes and I have to then assemble that, it's designed to go together in a certain order in order for it to have structure and usability. If I don't follow that order, I often don't even have a functional piece of furniture. Order matters. Here's an example of a methodology illustration from another student, and it's a simple monochrome form. It's used the sequence of moving from dark to light to show movement and to show success. This student's methodology is broken down into 5 sections. Initial goals. Why is the person there? Establishing what they want to achieve. Number 2, fill in the blanks. Ask questions, develop relationship, know where they want to go and where they've come from. Step 4, get to the root. Dig deeper in discovery. All right, so you know where the behavior is coming from. At this point, there would be a treatment plan written. 4th, practice the truth. So a series of exercises, encounters, and events and studies would be done as they practice the truth. Last, walking in freedom. Here's where the client finds closure for the unwanted behavior or experience of suffering and pain. There's a sense of feedback. Have we experienced that freedom yet? So, a very simple, clear guide to the process that would be used in biblical counseling with this particular counselor. So here are some questions that you might ask about your methodological steps. First, is it personal to you and your natural relationship style? Because remember, you're a real person in that room. They're going to respond to you. So it can have some personal characteristics. Do you like to build relationship first, or do you like to get started? All right. Secondly, does each step build on the other? Is there a logical flow moving from one focus to the next? Third, is it motivating to the client? Are you providing that sense of encouragement to change? Remember, you're not there just to give advice. You're there to motivate change. Fourth, is it focused on that particular change rather than just on advice or content? Some biblical counselors just give out a bunch of Bible verses and tell people what they really already know. All right? Are you showing them how the truths of Scripture can impact them so much that the change they want to experience happens? Fifth, does it have a clear start and finish? That way your client knows when they are having success. And lastly, is it consistent with your theory? Or in our case, theological pillars. Does it really show true to what we believe that God is doing in the sanctification process? Once you know what your steps are going to be, then you put them in an illustration. And here's some questions you might ask about your illustration. Does it show the flow of movement? Is it simple to follow? Does it tell the client what to expect? Is it eye appealing, color coordination, clean lines, easy to read text? And does it look hopeful? All right, I hope this was helpful in getting ready for this next illustration assignment.